Hey guys, I mean, I don't really do these voice things anymore, but I asked on Instagram if people wanted to learn this trick. A lot of people said yes, so this is a trick I do a lot of contests. I've been doing it since like AZ States in 2019, around there. And well, we'll get to it. This trick isn't extremely difficult, but I feel like there's some parts that aren't the easiest, so I'm sure you guys can get this down though. So this is not the best quality, but I'll try. Also, I'm probably gonna name this like something. Remy called it a Toledo classic once, and I guess I'll just keep it like that because I just like buzz in my head every time I do this trick. Alright, so let's start this off. So it starts off in a trapeze, and what you want to do is pinch. It doesn't really matter which finger you pinch with. I tend to just pinch like that. Or pinch with my thumb, like this. So you pinch with your thumb, and you're gonna do the swaying motion, like you're gonna do this kind of bind. So it's the same motion as that. And as you're swaying though, you don't just stop it there. See how the slack goes around a little bit more, like that? You wanna keep that motion going around the yo-yo and catch it on your index and thumb. The thumb is really important here. Because if you catch it just on your index, you can't do the next part. So catch it both on your index and thumb. So you have this space. So the next part you're gonna do, let me do that, my ears already spinning up. Like that. And see this string on your thumb here? You're gonna wanna roll into that. So it's the string all the way on your thumb in the back. So then you're in this mount. So the next thing you wanna do is actually go over the string from the back to the front, like that. And you're gonna wanna drop your index and thumb. And then put your thumb here. So one more time. So pinch here, do the swing motion. Right here, the string right here, you're gonna roll into the one on your thumb. You're gonna go over the string right here, from back to front, like that. Drop your index and thumb, like that. And then grab the string right here. The one farthest from you, right here. Now you're gonna get the yo-yo off, like that. So you're just gonna be in this mount. Next thing you're gonna do is when your thumbs up, make sure your index is out to you like this, like that. And I find it best is to have your thumb like this. So you're just holding this with your thumbs pretty much. So you're in this motion, and usually I have my fingers here. It's not necessary. It's just a comfort thing, and it's also a comfort thing to hold the strings like behind my pinky. That's just how I yo-yo, but you don't have to do that. It just makes the trick a little easier when you do that. So your index finger is like this, so you can actually swing it over. So the way that part works is actually when you get off the string right here, you actually want to keep the momentum going and swing and hit into it, just to like, it's supposed to look like some kind of Houdini mount, but it's not really a Houdini mount. It's just very similar to one. It's like that. So the next part you're gonna do is like something very similar to a ripcord. You're gonna land it here, and you're gonna swing the yo-yo here, and then drop your index and thumb at the same time, so you get into this similar to kamikaze mount. Not exactly the same, because if you roll this way, it doesn't work, but it gets into this kink thing. And yeah, so that's the different part of that. So remember, thumb here's motion. And I'll do the ripcord part one more time. So land it on the very back string, it's like right here. You can just roll into that, like that. Make sure the trapeze is still there. Let go of this top string and your thumb, and you get into this mount. And you set it for the next part. So the next part is you're gonna swing over your non-throw hand. You're gonna be in this mount. Make sure your fingers in like this. The next part you're gonna do is actually swing around. This part's really uncomfortable at first because you're in this like stuck, like it feels stuck, it's wrapped, but this is actually right. And see this string right here, you're gonna undercut it, and then you're gonna drop this finger, your non-throwing index, and you're gonna get into a triangle like this. So now that we got all that covered, make sure you're here, make sure you undercut it. You can actually see the triangle already like this. You just drop it, make it big, it just gets bigger. And for a comfort thing, you don't have to do this, but it's comfort. is keep, when you do that, drop it, put your finger like this. It makes the next part a lot easier. So you hop out of it and you're just in this mode. So then you drop it. It just makes the loop bigger. That's like the only thing. If you drop it and you have to grab the string here. Let me do that one more time. I kind of just did that autopilot wise. So like that, there. So you drop this, like you drop everything and you grab it. The string it connected to your yo-yo with the same hand that you dropped everything with. You're gonna take this slack and you're gonna swing it around the front like this. It should look like this. If you drop it, you should be in a bind where you have to cross your arms to see it. Okay, let me get to that part. Like that, Oh yeah, I forgot to say pinch too. But like that, pinch the string, hold it, and then just swing the yo-yo, like slack over the front. The next part you're gonna do is you're gonna let this go, this right here, and swing it and catch both of the slacks, like that. Right, this part's really, the next part, it's getting a little easier, so once you get there, it gets a little easier. So, there, here, pinch, swing the slack, and catch it. Next part you're gonna do is just swing the slack over like that. This part, the twist doesn't matter too much. I usually untwist it, I believe at least. I don't really think about it, but I usually untwist it whenever I get to that part immediately. I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, I untwist it, okay. So, you untwist it there. Oh, shoot. Oops, just keep going. So yeah, we do that. Make sure you catch both of them. You don't have to, it just looks better. So, you have a twist, just curl a finger in like that. The next part you're gonna do is just drop this and swing it around your arm like that. And then make sure your thumb touch gets to that string, so you're in this like that. So this part feels kind of awkward because it feels like more should be going on, but not a lot is going on there. It's just kind of like that's a curl in. Like you can just let it go. I usually let it go like right here. And you take the string connected to the yo-yo and you just get off. You just get off the yo-yo. And that'll set you up for the next part. And the next part's actually very similar to this part right here, the one I just did. So you just get off like that, and you land it on there. So this part's very similar. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. So we're gonna do the same thing again. Is pinch. Well, actually, you don't pinch actually. You don't pinch that string. You pinch the string connected to your finger. It's very similar, but not exactly the same. So you do the same thing, but what you want to do is when you let the slack go, you're going to want to swing the slack around the yo-yo, but you're not going to want to just like hit it into the yo-yo, if that makes sense. You're going to actually just kind of just hold the slack there. It's like that, same motion, you hold the slack there like that. The next part, this part's a little difficult. You're going to swing it and you're going to catch that loop. Like that. And you're gonna drop your throw hand thumb. So you're in this part. Make sure there's no twist at all in this. With twist, it won't work because the next part won't work. Okay, so get to that part. So we're here. Make sure remember pinch right here. Don't pinch on your ear. So it's just kind of like hanging on my thumb. Swing it around and then drop your thumb. So the next part you're gonna do is exactly the same as last time. Just roll it, but don't let it go. Hold it, and you're gonna go through this like little hole right here, this gap. You're gonna swing it through, and then let it go. So you're gonna be in this upside down triangle. So we'll continue from here. Oops. So you're gonna be in that. Oh God, you're gonna be in the upside down triangle. The next part you're gonna do is this part I recommend is actually grabbing the strings right here with your ring finger and pinky, and then just putting it like that, and then you're gonna go like this. Like you're gonna do that, but don't drop that. Just don't drop it. Don't do it. So yeah, so here's the progress of the trick so far. you just land it there. Next part you're gonna do is you're just gonna roll it like this. And then pinch, you're gonna pinch right here. And then you're gonna swing the slack right here, that's the one where, like the very farthest from, you're gonna pinch it and swing it around and catch it. This is actually, what this is doing is releasing your finger from this string and landing it there. Like back onto it, but this is just on your thumb now. Just for the part that part can be kind of confusing without explanation, is when you're swinging it, you notice that there's two strings on your finger right here. You're swinging this around so that your finger gets out of this one right here, the second string, and it's just your thumb on this string right here. So it goes like that. Well, if I caught it, and it goes like that. So that part, I guess, is like a little confusing. So see how the second string, you're swinging the first string around to get rid of this up. You get it off your index here, and you're just holding your thumb there so you can keep it. And like you just pinch your index in when it does that. And then you got this mount. This is where those triangles come in. And this part's a little interesting to explain. All you have to do is just pop it up and behind all the strings. Just pop it and then go behind all the strings. So you're gonna be in this, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna drop your index, and you're just gonna just pop it up and land it on this string right here, and letting go of that index, and you get to the other triangle. All right, so I'm not gonna just explain that really fast. I'll get a little more in depth with that. Side of this pad there new. So when you're there, you hit the top string for the triangle, and it like goes past all the strings. So you should have like a loop on your thumb, and you just drop your index. And so this string right here, what you're gonna do is when you hit the top of this string right here, you're gonna like kind of like let it push it down, so it just goes into a triangle. And that's the full trick. So it should all look like this. Oh, I missed that. It's been awkward if I missed that. So yeah, that's the tutorial you guys wanted. I hope you guys learn it. If you do, let me know. I'll see you guys later.